about the monster.
Predator franchise has long defined the sci-fi action genre with its iconic intergalactic alien hunters, the Yautja. Since its introduction in 1987, this franchise has had a profound impact on both the genre and pop culture as a whole, which in turn has shaped our understanding of alien life forms. The Predator's combination of advanced technology and primal instincts has made them unforgettable icons, influencing films, video games, and comics in the best possible way. But with the release of Predator Killer of Killers, the series has definitely reinvented its menacing creatures by offering us a completely fresh perspective on the species. While there are a lot of familiar features within the film, somehow the predators we see in Killer of Killers seem to be depicted as bulkier and more feral, with deadlier weapons. Now, there were exactly 4 predators who really stood out in the film, and while the Grendel King certainly tops the list, today we will discuss the predator that fought Ursa in the Viking timeline of the show. So, without wasting another moment, let's take a gander at the Viking predator from Killer of the Killers. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. What is the story of the Viking Predator? In Predator, Killer of Killers, the first story of this anthological film is set in Viking-era Scandinavia in 841 AD, where we see a fierce Norse Valkyrie named Ursa lead her son, Anders, and their clan on a mission of vengeance against the Krivich tribe and its ruthless leader, Zoran, the man who murdered Ursa's father. In a flashback, we see how Zoran had ruthlessly murdered a young Ursa's entire clan and forced her to kill her father in order to save her own life. Ever since then, the Norse warrior has had only one aim in life, and that was to avenge her father's death by severing Zoran's head from her body. So, after relentlessly chasing him across the oceans, killing his entire tribe, and forcing one of his men to give up his location. Now, in the midst of all this bloodshed, when Ursa and Anders were discussing their game plan, we see the predator lurking behind a tree and listening to them talk while staying invisible in his cloak. On the next morning, when Ursa and her clan finally track Zoran to a heavily guarded fortress that he had built on icy terrain, an intense battle ensues. Ursa and her clan of warriors effortlessly take down every last one of Zoran's guards before facing the man himself. But when Ursa confronts Zoran about her father's murder, the man starts to mock her, and in the heat of battle, it is Ursa's son Anders who strikes the final blow, severing Zoran's head from his body and finally avenging their bloodline. But just as the dust begins to settle, a towering predator descends upon them out of nowhere. The alien warrior ambushes the clan without any warning and slaughters Ursa's men within a matter of seconds. He has been watching everything from up close for a very long time, and from what it seemed, the only motive to fight Ursa and her clan was to look for someone worthy enough to fight. Anyways, the Viking predator goes through Ursa's men pretty effortlessly and also knocks Anders out pretty good. In the whole chaos, a collapsing building traps and gravely wounds Anders, thus leaving Ursa to face the predator alone. After a very fierce battle which almost kills her, Ursa turns the tables as she manages to kill the predator, that too under the ice-cold water. Unfortunately, her victory feels rather hollow when she finds her son Anders barely clinging on to life beneath the wreckage. Ursa was too late to save him as the boy died in her arms, leaving Ursa with her revenge and unimaginable loss. Still, the fight between them was quite a treat to watch, because getting to see such a massive alien being blasted under ice-cold water by a middle-aged female warrior was definitely something. What did the Viking Predator look like? So, the Viking Predator did not really sport any body armor apart from an iron biohelmet, which probably helps him see and understand his approaching prey. This guy is at least 8 feet tall and had ashy black skin with certain scars all over his jacked up body. His eyes were hidden behind his helmet for most of his appearance, and his tusks or mandibles definitely made my skin crawl, especially when he ripped the head off one of Ursa's warriors and sort of stared at it. We We see his glowing red eyes only when he went looking for Ursa and then took off his helmet in frustration as he could not track her anymore because she was stuck underneath a frozen sea which practically froze her body. The Viking predator did not really have any weapons with him apart from a shield where his right hand was supposed to be. Given how colossal this guy's build was, the shield was barely proportional in size to the predator's body. For instance, a human shield is supposed to cover your body from one end to another, but this resembled more of an advanced punching glove than a shield. How does the Power Punch shield really work? In Killer of Killers, the Predator uses his shield in a way that we have never seen any Yautja use before in the franchise. Right when he makes his appearance known, the Viking Predator first sends Anders flying with a blast of pure energy, created directly from the shield itself. From what I gathered, this powerful weapon has a clever recharge mechanism, operated by a lever system that powers it up, and you can see when he pulls the lever, and it emits a glowing blue light to indicate that it is powering up. Once fully charged, it can be used either to punch an opponent or just in the air, where it releases a blast of energy wave that reverberates as a shield of sorts. This wave is so intense that it can send a fully grown human flying through a wooden structure, shattering it in the process. When the wave hits, Ursa is the one who takes the full force, and we see how effortlessly she is sent plummeting into the freezing sea below. The cold caused her body temperature to drop drastically, which became a problem for the Predator since his vision depended on detecting heat. With Ursa now hidden beneath the cold water, the Predator struggled to find her, and in a desperate attempt, the Viking Predator unleashed a series of strikes with his Power Punch shield, trying to hit Ursa, but despite his efforts, he was unable to locate her. Now, while the Viking Predator was focused on striking with his weapon, Ursa noticed something interesting about how the shield had a serious kickback, which meant that the force of the blast was powerful enough to push the Predator back several meters each time he used it. Realizing this, Ursa decided to turn his disadvantage into her advantage. She grabbed an anchor, wrapped it around his right hand, and punctured the frozen surface of the sea beneath them to plunge the beast into the freezing water. But what really worked in her favor was the chain attached to the anchor, which she managed to entangle the Predator in. The Predator was now trapped in the chain and fell into the freezing water, getting further more tangled. As the alien struggled with the anchor pulling him down, Ursa seized the moment to power up the Predator's shield, and that is why, when he finally strikes, the backfire from the charged weapon sent him flying backward, while Ursa uses her shield to protect herself and gets thrown out of sea from the impact. The Viking Predator stumbles backwards until his head is impaled on one of the sharp ends of the anchor, thus ending his fight for good. I was honestly blown away by the innovation of this weapon. It is something we have never really seen before in the Predator franchise, and it shows that the series is not sticking to the usual tropes. Instead, it is exploring new kinds of weapons, fresh storylines, and original ideas. And from what we have seen, the next Predator is definitely going to come armed with a whole range of ultra-violent yet incredibly cool stuff. But that is just my 2 cents. What do you guys think about the latest developments in the whole Yautja world? Let us know about thoughts and opinions in the comment box below.